I am, excuse me, my voice out from last night, y'all. But I am going to do a little music. While people enter the building. Let me see what we're going to play. Yeah, I sort of like that one. Let's see about this one. Nah, 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 nah. Yeah, that's my one. That's my one. Salute to all who enters. I'm not going to do a long intro. I tried to take a break, but the haters won't let me. The haters will not let QI take a break. I. Alright, so you know how I do. I ain't got time to wait for people to come in the building. Salute to all that come in. Please smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Help get QI back into the analytics so I can get monetized. And then maybe I have more motivation to go live more. Because if y'all haven't noticed, I'm a very controversial person, right? Like, people don't get hate. People don't get criticized. People don't get scrutiny if they don't matter. The only time you get that is if you matter, right? Because nobody pays attention to people who don't matter, or things that don't matter, or things that's not effective. So, as unapologetically QI, me, entering the building. Let me go to my chat because they be like, "Oh, you don't, but ain't nobody in my chat." I guess because I went off the last time, and let me explain that too. But I'm very controversial, and I know it. I, without even coming to my own channel, doing content, drive a lot of content, right? I do. I knew that the debate was going to drive content. I did expect Lemon to do better. But here's one of the issues, right? Okay, let me start with the first one. Once I was made a moderator, I have to be in a non-biased point where my job only is to participate during the debate, which means that everybody's trying to hold me accountable for getting Lemon ready. And I'm going to just go ahead like I did before. I'm going to go ahead and be honest. I panicked when I saw Lemon because I said, okay, we're going to celebrate Pizarro's birthday. I was glad that they switched it over to another day. We're going to go ahead and celebrate Pizarro's birthday because there's no way that, Lemon would be able to be sober. Salute, sis, YTC. But this is the real truth right here, YTC. There's no way that Lemon would have been able to be sober because he does like pizza. I like pizza too. And then some of the people that I have beef, I mean, sometimes we slap each other around. Like Brianna. Brianna like a little sis, y'all. We do have history. Brianna been harassing me like a little badass sister who's been harassing me since the beginning of time. So every now and then, when she slaps me, I slap her back. And I try not to, like me, the most part, I don't go low with Brianna. Brianna goes low with me, but then, because she knows she can. I already know because she knows she can, because she know I'm not going to go low on her. So the last live I did, oh yeah, she was dragging Bree. Bree already knew that I didn't want to go low with her. But she, I look, girl, look, girl. But that was a look, girl. That was a look, because I don't dislike Brianna. I like just like nobody. I don't like nobody agrees with everything that everybody does or says. Okay, so we can stop that. I'm not a group thinker. And then if you have your own mind, nobody's a group thinker. You're going to disagree sometimes what people say. You may get offended sometimes what people say. You beef, this the beef sector. We might slap and clap each other around, but like it's a long term understanding that comes from that. It's a long term. This was a build up. This wasn't nothing that happened yesterday. This is like we understand each other's pattern of behavior. We understand how each other reacts. Just like Brianna's a baby. And I feel that TSCC and VS and all of them contribute to her being a baby. She sits over there and be and she's a baby a lot of times. Then cause like the first time she did it right, then I clapped back. Then she pulled a victim mode on me. Oh, you too old for that. Everybody was coming at me. So I know how this stuff works, right? She knows I know how this stuff works. And so it's like a chess game, right? I don't hate Brianna. Just like Jay Dunn, right? Bat shit crazy. Needs some therapy. A serious issue. But y'all have seen me try to get along and be cordial because she's a part of my community. Jay Dunn is a part of my community. I tried. And then her insecurities. She comes at me. She's the hater. And so, and this ain't just started happening, y'all. This been happening for over the last 5 years. What's funny is initially, she tried to get me to be on her team or go against VS, right? I told y'all. And I'm like, nah, because, I really want to resolve the issue. I really want y'all to learn how to be cordial. But when you got two of those types of personalities, it's hard to do. It is, especially when you got two of those types of personalities, and then you got all of these trolls, all of these subscribers, and etc. Which brings me to this point. One of the debate topics was, uh, uh, should content creators be responsible for subscribers? Now, in a debate, like I still don't have the questions in hand, but how the question is formulated and whether you answer the question, not just give your opinion, but and I'm not talking about limit. Answer the question. So although Mel read some stuff off of YouTube, right? And y'all remember, if y'all go back into the debate, I said content creator. Did you say content creator? And I said, but yet you have failed to show me where YouTube said that content creators are responsible for subscribers. And I mean verbatim. That is citing a source. She didn't prove her argument. Mel did not win. Lemon won because Lemon actually made Mel, and that's where, when I say I cheated, right? I gave him a point on that because I had watched some of her previous debates. But keep in mind, I'm a moderator. As a moderator, I was not supposed to have anything to do with the preparation, the research, the topics, none of that. All I was there to do was to listen, pay attention, observe, and find the inconsistencies when the rules were broken or when there was a lie told. Like the first lie I called Mel on, in which, let me tell you, don't say nothing about me cheating when we had, like Pepper Peeper says, two moderators on the chat on the screen. We had Resto. He was supposed to be quiet because he was supposed to be running the timer. He created the rules. He created the format. He created all of that. I couldn't even challenge him on that. Once I became a moderator, I couldn't challenge him. That limited me. That's why I kept trying to not be a moderator, because that limited me. That limited me from being able to help set up a better format, to like help set up better rules, to better prepare Lemon for the debate. Because I could have done that all day long. I am a A1 debater. I'm an A1 debater. In the conscious community, it's two women over there that smoke the niggas. That's me and this lady named Miss Legit, Sister Renee. I give her props and she gives me mine. If I step on a panel, Miss Legit gonna run up there to debate me. And that'd be like them quick and formal debates. I've always handled my business. People of the conscious or the old black sector, because the conscious community is a part of the old black sector. They already know that QI can handle her business, or Black Conscious Fraud Committee can handle her business. BCFC can handle her business. Just like today with people, I was like, have you listened to this person? Because we came from the same, I'm like black sector too. I'm old black sector, like Olivia. Olivia knows that's why she challenged me from the door. And I've never gotten so much hatred or so much until I came to the B sector. But like y'all say, it's the B sector. It's not it's a sector that I started my channel in, a sector, and people don't give me my props, although I'm not like my content, my mind, me, is not B sector. I still support. I still support, although they don't support me. Just like the Seven situation, right? I mean, first of all, if you go over to the Mo 3 sector, they call it scratcher, right? You ain't gonna get no help. You gonna have to handle your business. You're gonna have to stand on business. So what I was doing with my ad libbing was motivating, inspiring, trying to let keep seven in my look, handle your business. B sector, handle your business. So although I like those people in the Mo 3 sector and I wasn't getting involved in the drama. See, even when you go to these different sectors, you can't get involved. Even in the B sector, you can't get involved in other people's drama. You can't fight other people's fight. You got to stand on business. A lot of us have gotten jumped in several places. I get jumped every day. When I come out here in chats, on panels, ain't nobody complaining. I get jumped in the B sector. What y'all talking about? Just like today after this debate, I already knew that people were going to be trying to hold me responsible for something that was not my duty, was not my job, and then I was limited to once they made me moderator. That's why Resto worked so hard for me to be moderator, because he knew that put me in a box. And I really couldn't help, do what I could do for Lemon. Not just that, Lemon did, man, I woke up, or let's just say I wasn't on YouTube. So I get on YouTube because I didn't even check into YouTube. I checked in with Lemon first, right? So then I check in with Lemon. And Lemon on all these panels, and he already smashed drunk. So I'm like, oh, okay, how we gonna deal with this? Then we was on Lemon's panel, and when Brianna said, QI, he don't need to go to sleep, I said, oh Lord, I'm in trouble. Cause how we gonna sober him up? So all I could do was try to get him off the panel. All I could do was try to. That's when the cheating came into play. That's when I threw him a couple of articles and threw him a couple of pointers for the sake of the B sector. But I didn't like my cheating. What I did, I'm only saying I cheated because I knew I wasn't, as a moderator, I wasn't supposed to do that. But there's a lot of things that Resto did wrong. A lot of lines that Resto crossed. Just like up there on the panel, when I did my first fact check, and instead of the moderator, me and the moderator having an exchange, it was being Resto. And as everybody said, he stopped me. He was being disrespectful. He was not supposed to do that. So it was like 2 against 1, and I handled my business. So it was really only 2 questions that they actually debated, that they actually opposed each other. It was the cultural appropriation, and then it was the whether YouTube content creators should be responsible for subscribers. And she lost. She might have read some stuff, but what she read did not support the question, did not support the argument, and did not support the point that she was supposed to prove. When you're a judge or a moderator, that is your job. When you get points, just like I was telling people earlier, you do need a judge. You need, and most of the time, a lot of people make their judges the moderators or whatever. But when you say moderator, the only job that we have, just like, oh boy, we did the same thing. We basically, if we find fallacies or lies, just say they went over time and all of that stuff, that's what we call that out. But as a judge, like, you deduct points, but there has to be a previous point system already created. Like 1 point for this, taken away for this, 1 point taken away for that. It's like, okay, we're going to give you 200 points. And then we're going to take away points. If you interrupt, you're going to get 5 points taken. If you do this, you're going to get 5 points taken. If you lie or you have inconsistencies and you don't cite your sources, 5 points taken. And so the judges, after all of that, the judges, so-called moderators, they calculate that up. And then you can still have your chat to vote, because that's called the people's choice. Whether you was convincing to the audience, your audience. All right. So it's so funny for me to be out here hearing all of these people. And I already knew they was going to try to hold me responsible because they're intimidated by me. And a lot of people want to try to discredit me at any way that they possibly can, because the stuff that I'm great at, they can't do. And a lot of people are not content creators. I knew that the debate was going to create, whether good, bad, whether y'all want to say a shit show. It did create content, and then it made other people want to debate. I would love to see 2 or 3 or 4 debate leagues within the B sector or even within other sectors. And we compete against each other on certain topics. Now we have to have these rules and all of this stuff, the format and all of this stuff official, in which Resto didn't, because he's an amateur. Just like we had two amateur debaters, Resto made me a moderator. So I'm limited into what I could do or say in terms of the format, but I did my best. A lot of the people behind the scenes, a lot of the people in front of the scenes saw me challenge and try to do my best. But once I became a moderator, I had a line of demarcation. I had limits that I couldn't cross. Like everybody, oh, you failed, Lemmy. You were supposed to do the research, and you was no, I can't do that as a moderator. I can't do that as a judge, because that's like me judging my own work. He was the debater, so I did the best that I could. And then you hear all of these people out here. And what's so funny is it created some new content. It created something different. Then you got all of these haters out. I could. It created new content. It created something different. It was something new. This was Lemon's first time. Mel is not an experienced debater. And Resto is not a experienced host of a debate. And I wasn't about to sit there either and give Resto all of my tips and everything. I gave him enough. I gave Resto enough. I wasn't about to sit there and teach him how to host a debate. He was the one that stepped up and said he wanted to host it. So what I look like coming through and like, okay, you need to do this like this, that, and that. Now I'd rather teach somebody in the B sector. I'd rather teach Lemon. I'd rather teach somebody in the B sector or I'd rather do it my damn self. And that's the point. And that's what people are missing the point. Like everybody, Mel did good. Mel really, okay, she did good, but guess what? Mel, the way I'm proud of Lemon, and that was one of my key points. She actually debunked herself. The more she talked, the more she debunked herself. Y'all go back and listen. And then the first thing that you do, okay, listen to the debate question very carefully, right? And then listen to Mel's answers and see how she debunked herself. Oh, I don't see color as an issue. Color, and then remember I said color is a culture. Then I said fact check. And then I was like, so you're trying to tell me that in the UK, you could a non-black person can appreciate a black person's skin, but black people won't get offended if a non-black person puts on blackface. I even told her, I said, yes, you read, you pulled up the YouTube guidelines. And I said, did you say content creator? I said, but you're yet to prove to me where it says in there. And she had an opportunity that YouTube holds content creators for subscribers' actions and behaviors. So she lost. She lost, although Lemon didn't properly research. Lemon wasn't. We tried to, people tried to prepare Lemon. But she lost. She proved none of her points. And even though Lemon was up there winging it, he proved his points. He stood on his whatever it was. And in the last three questions, both of them agreed. So it wasn't a debate. And I shout out to Key, because she came through. She said the stuff that I couldn't say. I can only initiate it, fact check it, but Key came through. Key would be an awesome debater. And like I said, if I created a debate league, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna pick talent. Key is talented. I'm gonna pick the winners. I'm gonna pick the ones I know gonna come through. Because if you start doing real debates, all of that matters. It don't matter if you friends, you like that person, you on that person's team. Like everybody uppity. Man, uppity gonna get so many points taken from her. That's the first thing. I can't say that uppity don't know how to argue her points. I can't say, nah, it's the fact that uppity has never officially debated. And she would get a lot of points deducted. And then you got to cite your sources and have your resources. The type of debates I'm used to, we have PowerPoints. We use PowerPoints. So as you're talking, as you're debating, you're citing your sources. So I cited my source. I'm telling you my stance, and I'm arguing with my point. And the judges are there to deduct points. And so you get the judge's point deduction. That's based on technicality. That's based on following the rules. That's based on citing correct, reputable sources. That's based on a lot of things. So you do need them judges. You do need the moderators to fact check lies or inaccurate sources. Then you can still turn around and do a poll and get the people's opinions, the audience opinion. Did this person, was this person able to persuade the audience? So you got all of these people out here and they're not experienced. I'm an experienced debater and I'm good. I'm good. But for people's emotions, for people's insecurities, for their hate, whatever, like they don't want to give me credit. So I already knew, like, that's why I was like, oh man, I'm moderator. And although I'm just a moderator, I knew that they were still going to try to hold me responsible. They were still going to try to discredit me. They would, all of that stuff. But guess what? If you ask Lemon and the team that was behind the scenes with Lemon, they going to tell you we smoked it and Lemon won. But that's all I got to say. Just these haters out here, that was the first one. It was unofficial. It was something new. And you only make things greater. Like, people got to stop being so negative. And that's one of the reasons why, like, that's one of the reasons why. But like, if people just like Seven, I appreciate the fact that Seven, okay, I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to be behind Seven. I'm behind Seven on that. Salute to Seven. And Brooke, when we were on a YouTube cameras panel, I agree with everything that Brooke said. Brooke gave the most accurate commentary. Now, people, he had his little job or whatever. People was doing his thing. But Brooke, regardless of how she emotionally felt about Lemon or the next debater or whatever, she was accurate. Now, the only thing I don't agree with her with is Mel winning. Because if we want to say, we could say it was an even wash. There was no winners. But Mel definitely didn't win. Like, we could say there was no winners. There was no winners. But Mel definitely didn't win because she didn't prove any of her points. And I don't dislike Mel or anything of that nature. This is not based on that. This is based on technicality. But like, I'm about to go watch this game. I'm about to chill. Because yesterday, it was like oh man, it was stressful. And so I get why I ain't coming back to Taylor Port. Man, I don't think I might, I'm a dip and dodge or whatever. But then I had to, like, when people out here trying to slander you, when people out here trying to defame you, when people out here lying on you, when people out here doing all this stuff, sometimes you got to come forth and you have to defend yourself. And so pretty much this is all this life is about or whatever. But it's salute to a lot of people. Salute even to the beef sector, because the beef sector stood up. Hey, look, Lemon did not embarrass the beef sector. They intended to embarrass us, but we took it home as usual. Salute Nikki J. Our love up in the building. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like, get me in the algorithm, or I really want to be in my appropriate algorithm, because that's the other thing about content creating. I don't. I am passionate about doing non-beef sector content, just like debates. Not to say we can't bring it to the beef sector, or I don't even know how to put that. But like, I really want. I know that I'm a great content creator as well, and I'm not. This is not being egotistical or anything. This is just like, I look at this as an art form. I'm passionate about what I do, and I have to enjoy it. I have to feel like I'm doing something. I don't like negativity and all of that kind of stuff. However, we are like in the B sector, I have to deal with it. But I'm trying to get to my appropriate uh algorithm. And it doesn't mean I won't support the B sector or whatever, but I just need to get to my appropriate algorithm to be able to, just really be the creator that I'm supposed to be. Like a lot of y'all. But anyways, peace, love, hair grease, all that good stuff. Lemon did not lose. If anything, we're gonna say there were no winners, no losers, and everybody was. This was Lemon's first time doing it, and then we already know, like, he got drunk. I was worried about this, and then Brianna put that fire into me, talking about if he go to sleep, because I'm like, how we gonna sober him up? She said if he go to sleep, now he don't need to go to sleep. I'm like, oh Lord, what I'm gonna do now? Then then I was trying to opt out and turn it over to Tulsa so I could go behind the scenes and really get them together without, stepping over my professional boundaries as a moderator. And then before you hit the stage, you have to know whether you pro or con. They just say that great debaters know how to argue either point. That's good. That's right. And then when you're researching, of course, it's either point, right? You're researching from both angles. But once you hit that stage, you know where you stand. That's crazy, right? I want y'all to go look at some debates. People know once they hit that stage, okay, I'm pro. So when they ask, uh, and then even if it was going to be like that, right? Resto was supposed to say, uh, you're arguing, so in this argument, Lemon's going to argue the pro and Mel's, because like they didn't know what they were arguing. It was just not organized, not facilitated properly, and I had me, Lemon, nor Mel had anything to do with that. That was Resto. How you gonna come over here and say you want to do a debate and not know how to facilitate an organized or a semi-press professional debate or whatever? But like I said, until next time, I'm trying to chill, trying to get my head out of the debate space. I want to watch some football. I'm gonna drink because I didn't drink last night until after the debate. So I just need to relax my brain. So love y'all and see y'all next time. Hit that like, smash, and I'm out.